For thousands of years, we have searched for a bridge between two worlds, our own world and the world of an amazing creature. With them, we feel an ancient bond. Stories and legends come from all corners of the earth, how they have swam with us, helped us, even rescued us at sea. Come with us and explore a realm where the stories become true, where legends meet reality. Swim into the experience of a lifetime at Discovery Cove.
Hi, I'm Julie Scardina. Welcome to our tour of Discovery Cove. If you've already visited us, we'll take you back to what are probably some of your most memorable experiences ever. And if you haven't visited yet, get ready for some splashy surprises, because Discovery Cove is a place like no other. Here, everything is 100% up close and personal, with dolphins and other animals too. Andy, who do you have here?
Hi, Julie. This is Star. She's one of our resident animals at Discovery Cove. She's a two-toed sloth.
It looks like a monkey.
She's not a monkey, but she does live in the rainforests of Central and South America, where monkeys also live.
She seems so slow and lazy. Is she tired?
Oh no, that's just the way they are. They live high up in the trees, where they live life at a very slow pace, just hanging out, usually upside down.
Well, they don't sleep upside down, do they?
They do, up to 18 hours every day.
And they even eat upside down. You see the way her hair curves, like in the opposite direction of most animals' hair? From her belly to her back?
Oh, yeah.
They're made for upside down living.
Are you folks just arriving for your day at Discovery Cove?
Yes.
We're so excited.
Hi, I'm Dave.
Hi, Dave.
I'm Susan, and this is Jennifer and Kevin.
We can't wait to get into the water and meet the dolphins.
All right, then we better get going. Come on, follow me. So let's all meet at the Seahorse Cabana in 2 hours to begin your dolphin interaction experience, okay?
Great.
Okay. You know, before Discovery Cove, only a privileged few ever experienced the joy of interacting and swimming with dolphins and other marine life. So how did this wonderful opportunity come about for you? And do the dolphins really like all that attention? What's it like to interact with dolphins every single day at work? Let's ask the people who know dolphins best, the Discovery Cove training staff.
Working with dolphins all day is the most incredible job anyone could ever want.
We're here to mentally and physically stimulate the dolphins. Have a good time with them, basically what that means.
My favorite part of working with dolphins is getting to know their personalities.
Establishing a relationship with a dolphin is such an amazing experience.
Training them, building relationships with them. Even when I go on my days off, I'm constantly thinking about them. I really think I spend more time with dolphins than I do with people. So I spend 5 days a week, 40 hours a week.
A day in the life of a trainer, for me, is getting up in the morning just like everybody else does. You drive into work, make your way out to the pools, and from that point on, it's just a day like no other. Every day is different.
We get all the fish prepared for the dolphins. Each dolphin gets a certain amount of fish depending on their size and their age. And then we do something that's called a relate, where we just hang out with the dolphins. We rub them down, we feed them, we just kind of hang out and get to know them. We do what are called playtimes. We throw in boat bumpers, buoys. They like to bite them and sink them to the bottom, or kick them with their tail flukes and send them flying. We also do a husbandry, and that's when you do mouth exam. You might do a blowhole exam or something we call a fluke present. We start doing training sessions. We might do dolphin interaction. Each dolphin has an individual personality, just like people do.
When you first encounter a dolphin, I'm sure they all look pretty much the same.
28 dolphins swimming around. How in the world can you tell them the difference apart?
Which one's that? Which one's that?
But as you spend time with them, you notice that they have different markings and they have different colorations.
Some are larger, some are smaller, some have stripes, some have little spots on them.
All the dorsal fins will have different notches in different locations.
But they also have their own unique way of doing things, the way they hold their head. the way they swim by you, the way they gaze into your eye.
They have their own dislikes, their own likes. Sometimes they tell you what those dislikes and likes are.
Some people are high-strung, some people are really relaxed, and the dolphins are the same exact way.
They have their own different ways of liking to be rubbed down. They like different toys to play with.
Dolphins definitely have their favorite trainers. They do tend to discriminate sometimes and work better with certain trainers than others.
You spend time with them, you get to know their preferences, you get to know their mannerisms, and they are all such individuals.
Soon they become totally different to you, look like totally different people.
One of the things that's probably amazed me the most is dolphins' uncanny ability to figure out a problem.
And when you ask them for certain behaviors here and watch them work together and work towards accomplishing a goal, you can see how they can be very much like humans in that way, and that they can be very team-oriented.
They like learning new things. They like interacting with us. They like people just being silly in the water with them.
One of the questions that we always get as trainers is do the dolphins actually enjoy interacting with the guest? And I would have to say, honestly, yes.
I really think the dolphins do like the interactions.
If you look at our pools, they're very large, and the dolphins have the choice of being down with the guests or over in what we call a dolphin area. And the really cool thing that we're seeing is the dolphins are actually staying with us the full time that we're down there in the pool.
They are making a choice to spend that time with you. Their choice, it's their decision.
You're not going to force a 600-pound animal to be with you. You can't pull them back. You can't say, okay, you're going to stay here. It's all on their own. It's that relationship that you have with them. A lot of times people think that they're food motivated, but actually a lot of times they show us that they're not. Sometimes they'll take their fish and they'll toss it in the air and they'll just run with it. And sometimes we tell the guests, you know what, that shows you right there that it's not just food motivation, that they want to be with us, they want to have fun with us.
The most incredible thing about working with dolphins for me is that I get to spend time with these dolphins, just playing with them.
And just building that relationship with them.
Once the animal starts recognizing your face, you step up to the animal and they're looking at you, and they're just like, hey, there's Scott, that's the man, it's time to play, let's have fun. The biggest challenge with working with the dolphins is trying to stay one step ahead. The way that we do that is by always coming up with something new for them, something challenging for them to learn. Otherwise, you start getting boring, and boring is the last thing a trainer wants to do. If the dolphin starts to predict what you're about to do, it's no fun anymore.
You have to communicate with each other over where the dolphins are at and what they're doing, and also about what the dolphins seem to really dig, what they get into.
You know, when people get the opportunity to interact with these amazing animals, it really gives them a totally different feeling of the open ocean, the environment, and everything else around them.
You realize after a while they want to be with you and they're going to stay with you no matter what.
They're such beautiful animals, and to be able to spend time with them in and out of the water throughout the day and introduce them to people that have never even touched a dolphin before is such an experience. You can't even put it into words.
Eyes light up, the big smiles on their face. It's the first time for a lot of people they've ever actually seen a dolphin up close in person like that.
So not only do I get to work with dolphins all day, but I get to interact with people and make them smile.
And that's what keeps that adrenaline flowing throughout the whole day. And you know, by the end of the day, you know, the dolphins are like, hey, come back. We're not done with you yet.
You go home at the end of the day knowing that you've created something so amazing for somebody else.